Hey everyone, Vickerman here. This is Stories The Path of Destinies. And we have recovered the Iblis Stone, we plunged it into the Sky Ripper core, and something weird happened. Not really sure what's going on. We've silenced the Iblis Stone's crazy murmurings. But, yeah, I think we ought to go and ask the scientists what's going on.
Toward the Nexus, Reynardo watched sparks fly out of the core. The Iblis Stone sucked them in hungrily. You'd think the stone would want this kind of power, wouldn't it? Thought Reynardo. Well, the scientists would explain it all. This time, Reynardo was sure he'd figured out how to use the core safely.
You think? Something tells me that he is not. Just a hunch. Reynardo's hunches seem to be wrong. Often. Through multiple lifetimes.
See?
Let's not overthink
He'd
this.
trusted his gut, and it had worked out. That's what it meant to be a hero. To ignore the naysayers and the oddmakers, and do what you knew was right, and have it turn out to be the right thing. Well, he wasn't worried. Once he got to the observatory, the scientist toads could explain it. Then he could carry the war into the enemy's camp and destroy them all. Oh dear, he was getting a little bloodthirsty, wasn't he? Hoped his hook didn't break.
You are sounding a little bloodthirsty. It's more a subtle form of evil, perhaps, now, in the stone. Yeah, that is how you do it. No buffs, please. Oh, yes. Ah, forgot about your shield there. Come on. Hey. No shields. You understand? No. Let's keep at it then. Feeling awfully heroic these days, huh?
Reynardo had never felt better in his life. Normally, a battle would wear him down and he would need a night's sleep. Now he felt like he could go all night and all day. He felt like people were cheering him on, and he could practically hear their applause as he slew one raven after another.
Yes, I'm so awesome. Yes, yes, yes.
The Imperial fleet was closing in on the rebels, forcing them to come out and fight. Reynardo was itching to bring the fight to the enemy. He had to remind himself not to be too reckless.
That's right. We are going to see the scientists. They shall let us know what is going on. Don't be hasty. No!
Energy spheres. Easy to dodge, but boy do they sting if you didn't pay attention.
You can say that again. Frosty death. Yes. I haven't seen one of you warlocks in a while. There you go. Kick them all. No buffs. No buffs. No buffs. Blue power surrounds me.
This was definitely better than pulling yourself up in a bucket.
I'd say. Alrighty, we are here.
The toads at the observatory measured the stone with their occult devices. I fed it the core of Sky Ripper, explained Reynardo. No more DB blood and souls. But the core is not an unlimited energy source, said one toad.
It's not?
Another said, there's a feedback loop, you see, which could overload the stone. Yet the stone doesn't actually feed on souls, claimed a third.
But on the
But on
pain.
pain of killing another sentient being. If you can truly be at peace with yourself, it would not overload. This was all very confusing. At peace? Yes, the mountains were peaceful and quiet, but he now had the power to turn the tides. He should report to the Rebellion Council and prepare for the decisive battle.
Okay, we can go to the mountains. Overloading the core did not sound reassuring. Maybe, yeah, let's search for inner peace like a Jedi or something.
From all the toad arguments, maybe the stone did not feed on blood or souls or rage. It fed on empathy. It fed on the pain he felt when he put an end to another being's existence. Even if that other being was a raven intent on killing him. If he could find peace, then he could use the power of the Iblis stone without being taken over by its evil. The mountains. He would go to the mountains. He could find peace there.
Peace for me. And power overwhelming. Let's turn to the light side of the force.
The mountains were not empty. There were ravens everywhere. No
To be
matter.
expected.
He had to fight, yes, but he didn't have to be angry. Parry, dodge, slash, and breathe. Yes, focus on the rhythm, the dance of it, not on the blood or the raven's core as they died. Ah, it was working. He wasn't feeling those dark jolts of eldritch energy. He wasn't feeling the Iblis stone.
Oh, oh, oh. Come on. Wonder if Filipino is up here again. This way? Maybe? No. Got turned around.
Oh, hey, there's a couple of red spots on your feathers. Oh, wait, not yet.
You seem to be enjoying this, Reynardo. Huzzah! Time to go. He just died. For no reason. Is that the power of the stone? Who knows? We're gonna find out though. Oh. Gotta take care of you guys, I suppose. Huzzah! Goodbye! Whoop, sorry. Goodbye. What have we here? Die, punks. I love the winter sword. It's
The
so
stone was
good.
still silent. His mind was his own, and his heart too. He bore them no ill will, these ravens. They were doing their job. They were expressing their nature. Dance, whirl, parry, jab, and breathe. It was all so simple, wasn't it? Something was missing. He didn't feel truly at peace. Wait. Wasn't this near where Calaveras lived? The sage would help him figure it all out.
I thought so.
Couldn't they have put in an elevator?
Nah.
Or a giant eagle? Or something?
Haha! No, 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 no. Give me that. Trying to be too fancy, I think. Back to the fundamentals, huh? Shabbat! Storm.
Someone has spent a lot of money for a graduation present.
Oh. Thanks. Hey, give me that. Aha! And shabam!
Reynardo felt new powers
How do you like that?
ready to blossom within him, or something.
Up we go! Still higher. Where's Calaveras? Ooh, an ice store.
Had that door been opened before?
Nope. Never been here. Huh. You remember the expedition I have sent to the depths beneath the islands? They have returned. Well, 3 ships have returned of the 8 I sent. Of course, I mourn the losses, but the knowledge survivors brought back is invaluable. What they have experienced is incredible. The air gradually grows denser and more turbulent until it becomes a suffocating, bone-crushing thunderstorm. But the islands keep stretching for miles below the surface, and they have roots that radiate downward far beyond sight. The islands are alive, for this is the proof that I was looking for. The thick air of the depths keeps them afloat, and in the depths they find their sustenance. Do they have a conscience? Are they aware of their existence, or are we merely parasites that they ignore or tolerate? I must prepare another expedition, and this time I will go myself. I need to see this wondrous world of the endless deep sky. Before I leave, I would like to hear more about that new friend of yours, Reynardo. Oh. Well, she told him about me.
Reynardo had been the terror of the sandcastles when he was 2.
It's true. I heard many sandcastles say. Oh, should not have frozen him. Oh, hey now. Frickin' warlock. I'll freeze you, punks. Hey, come on, that was pretty stylish. Oyster. 2 treasure chests, my goodness. We've hit the jackpot.
Reynardo had once invested in a jewel store, but it lost money because someone kept robbing it.
Treasure hunter.
It was him.
Oh, he robbed his own jewel store. Huh. We've been here before. Yes, this is the same mountain where Lupino.
The Iblistone, silenced by the
Where we
Skywalker's
went.
core, had given Reynardo enough power to challenge the Imperial fleet. But what Reynardo was seeking was inner peace. The rebellion was on the verge of extinction, but it would have to wait.
What can we do? Let's see about making this still lower. So now we can really use the thing.
At the end of the mountain path, he found the
Calaveras.
wise Calaveras in his workshop. Do you fix souls or only artifacts? He asked the sage. Does your soul need fixing? Asked the sage. I've been killing a lot of ravens lately, he told the sage. You're a fox.
Oh, it's true.
Said Calaveras. And to kill birds is part of your nature. Take joy in it. I mean, I might as well worry about eating flies. Would you like a fly? It was true. That's what he had forgotten.
The joy.
Now he was ready for the final battle. The Farfarer cut through the clouds. The air had never felt so sweet since he was a child. There it was. The dreaded Imperial fleet. He could smell wet hemp ropes ahead. Wood and tar. And ravens. Even the fleet smelt good, somehow. He was ready.
Joy overwhelming.
He was ready.
I shall defeat them with the peace in my heart. It shall be glorious.
Reynardo had it all squared away in his head. He would kill the Emperor. Isengrim III had begun well, but he had gone mad. He was trying to invoke the lost gods by means of dark,
we're good.
rituals. That was a secret, but the victims had spoken to Reynardo. The ghosts had spoken.
Did they?
No anger. Reynardo could not afford anger. It was empowering the crystal in his sword. That made him stronger, but it clouded his mind. He would not be a hero. A hero strives. Reynardo would just be one with everything. The Emperor would die, and the wheel would turn, and all would be restored, without rancor, without sorrow, without...
Reynardo, you're so wise. Off we go. There was an inscription. Board that just fell over.
Spitting.
You gotta love that icy sword. Full health and basically full energy. I rock. I rock. Oh, hang on. Oh, sorry. It's unbecoming of a peace-loving hero.
Surprisingly unwounded. But the more he thought about it, and he had so much more time to think about it now that he was not worrying about the battle, killing the Emperor would not change anything. Another would take his place.
That's true.
Perhaps Zenobia. Perhaps the Speaker of the Rebel Council, and power would corrupt them too, and death would make grief. Grief would lead to hatred. He must lead by example. Reject the violence. Reject the desire to create violence. But how?
Ha! Ha! Aha! Whoa! Non-violence. That is the way. You know, in real life, I would 100% agree.
Soon he'd confront the Emperor. Funny that this whole war had come about because the Emperor feared death. And now it was coming for him. There was some sort of lesson there, wasn't there?
Yes, you might think so. Reynardo has become so enlightened. Oh, gotta get out of here. The Emperor has foreseen your coming. Very good. Let's learn the truth.
Finally, he came to the Emperor's ship. The path behind him was strewn with dead ravens. The path to enlightenment. His mistake, he realized, was trying to change the world. The world would spin and the wheel would revolve whether he strove against it or not. What he had to do was nothing. He had attained enlightenment. He sat down, adopted a full lotus position, and began to meditate. And all around him, the warriors stopped fighting too. They knew. They could feel his enlightenment. They gave up fighting, dropped their weapons, and became his disciples.
What?
No, just kidding. The nearest raven stabbed him with a sword and chopped off his head. I might not have thought this through properly. Thought Reynardo's head as it rolled around the deck and died.
Well,
he should go back to some of the choices he'd faced before. Maybe there were new paths that had opened up, like those doors he was opening up all over the map that took him to new treasures and around his enemies. That he'd learn another true thing. The Iblis Stone was evil. It would try to corrupt anyone who used it.
so you would consider that to be evil yet? Ah. The truth. 4 truths unlocked. So now, supposedly, we should be able to complete the game, I guess. We'll see what happens here. But anyway, thanks for watching. That's the end of this story. We will continue and see if we can't unlock the final ending in the next episode. I mean, there's still more stories, obviously. And they're definitely probably worth playing. And you may have a completely different path to victory here if you've played the game. So that's cool too. But we will try to do whatever is needed to complete it in the next episode. See you then.